guys, welcome back to Kaia's Corner. Today we have a special edition of Kaia's Corner called Cooking with Kay. Today we will be making what Americans call French macaroons. However, a macaroon is actually a coconut dessert. So we will be making French macaron. Let's get started with the ingredients. So this is what we're going to be using to make the cookie part of the macaron. Some sugar, some almond flour, 2 eggs, but actually just the egg white at room temperature, some Hershey's cocoa powder, and finally, the powdered sugar. And that is all. To begin with, we're going to measure out our dry ingredients. First is powdered sugar. To measure out our dry ingredients, we will need a kitchen scale like this one. Our recipe's measurement unit is in grams, so we will need to make sure our scale is set to grams. So you need to turn on the scale first. Then press the unit button until you see the G symbol for grams. Right now, currently it is on ounces. Now it's on kilograms. It's on pounds now. And now it's on grams, which is what we need to get to. Now we place our bowl on the scale. And we will need to zero out the scale so we don't measure the weight of the bowl. Currently it's on 36 grams. And then we can start to measure our dry ingredients. So first, we're going to measure out 100 grams of powdered sugar. Now we're going to add the powdered sugar to the bowl. Now we're also going to add 50 grams of almond flour. The last of the dried ingredients, 25 grams of cocoa powder. Now we're going to be using a wire whisk to mix up all of the dry ingredients. We want to make sure our dry ingredients are filtered to their smallest particles as possible. I will be using a colander and a spatula to help filter the ingredients. So I'm just dump this fat in here. Oh, wow. In here. And I'm going to move it around to make sure it has tiny particles. Now we're going to be mixing our wet ingredients of the cookie. Some egg white, and 65 grams of sugar. Now I'm going to give it a good stir before we actually mix it. Now we're going to be mixing the meringue, and we're going to set the timer for 2 minutes for medium, and then we're going to set it for 2 minutes again for medium-high, and then one more time for high. Okay. and turn it to medium-high. Now we're going to do another 2 minutes on high. Okay, should be done by now. Yep, that's perfect. Now we're gonna turn on our oven to 350 degrees. Okay. Now we're gonna flavor it and pour half of our pretty much batter, half of it, into our meringue. Okay. Look at that. Now I'm gonna add that other half of the ingredients dry. So we're gonna use a glass cup and a bag, and then we're gonna pour in the batter, and then we're gonna cut a hole at the end so we can evenly circle it on the pan with the parchment paper. Not too bad. So now we're gonna do the secure base of the cookie. Just gonna slam this on the table a few times. Now we're gonna cook the macaron cookies for 6 minutes. Then we're gonna rotate it to the bottom shelf for 6 minutes again. Okay, it's very hot. Safety first. And now we're gonna set the timer. Now the timer sets for 6 minutes. So the timer just went off, and I have to switch it, but not just switch it to the bottom shelf. We have to turn it around. So we need to put 2 oven mitts on for it to be safe. Just like that. We're good. Okay, let's take it out of the oven and see how it turns out. It's hot. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, but look at this. This turned out pretty good, and it smells delicious. Excited to try these. Okay. Wow. These turned out amazing, except only one cracked, but I don't know if we could have anything better. And this is my little brother. He wanted to join in the video. We call him Buddy. His name is actually Everett. Say hi, Buddy. Hi. Hello. Okay, so we have to let these cool all the way because right now they're very fragile. The cookies had plenty of time to cool and they turned out fabulously. Now it is time to make some filling for them. Usually people will be making a ganache for the filling, but I will be making my own chocolate frosting from store-bought vanilla frosting. So for my frosting, these are the ingredients. We have some cocoa powder, some chocolate syrup or Hershey syrup, and some store-bought vanilla frosting. So the first thing that I'm going to be using is my store-bought vanilla frosting. I'm going to put half of the vanilla frosting into the bowl. So now I'm going to be giving a good squirt of some Hershey's chocolate syrup. And now some Hershey's chocolate cocoa. Now I'm gonna mix it. Oh wow, it's already overfilling. I just finished mixing it. It kind of was a mess, but once we tasted it, it tasted fabulous. So now that we got our plastic bag, we're gonna fill it up with our frosting, and then we're gonna squirt it on the macaroons. Okay, I transferred the cookies and paired them up together. Now it's time to frost them. So I frosted them, and now it's time to put on the top and finish the cookie, or macaron. Okay. I just finished making the most delicious macaroons, or macarons, and now they're all finished, pretty much. And this is what they look like. Delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching Special Edition Cooking with Kay, or as they call it, Kaia's Corner. Please subscribe and click that like button. And now, best part, it's time for taste test. Oh my gosh. That tastes so good. So chocolatey. It's so messy. Bye guys.